James chapter 4 and verse 8. Somebody read that one for us if you would. Yeah, the King James Version says, draw nigh to God, or come near to God. Draw near to God, and he will come. So, who needs to move first? You've heard the analogy of the old farmer and driving in his pickup truck, and his wife, the big bench seats in the old trucks, and the wife, when they first got married, snuggled up next to him, and then over the years just scooted off a little bit more. And after they've been married 40, 50 years, she's sitting over there, rolling up the window, leaning on the armrest, and she says, how come we don't sit closer anymore? And you know what the farmer said? I haven't moved. He's steering he can't move. He's in the driver's seat. Which one of us has moved? If you miss God's presence, if you're not as close to God as you want to be or you should be, who moved? Who scooted over just a little bit? Who said, I don't have time today? Who said, you know what, I'm a little busy. Yeah, sure. I'd like joy. I'd like peace. I'd like all those attributes and all those things that go along with it. But you know what? I got stuff to do. And you know what you're doing? You're scooting away. You're moving away inch by inch. You're withdrawing. Somebody in the Bible, in the book of Exodus, said, if your presence does not go with us, do not send us up from here. Who do you think that was? Moses was a guy who didn't want to be a public speaker, and yet he led millions of people. I think most estimates are something like 1.2 or 1.5 million people. Go figure. Think about that. You didn't ask to be that leader. You didn't ask to be that one. And God says, you're the one. I'm choosing you to do something that's way out of your comfort zone. And I will go with you and I will lead you. And Moses was smart enough to say, I don't care about all the other stuff. I don't care if we got a bigger army, if we're stronger, if we're richer, whatever. None of that matters. If you don't go with us, I don't want to go. So let me tell you something about God's presence, just like a gift. Let's just pretend that this gift is God's presence to you. And you have God's presence. And you're a young person or a single person, and you go to date somebody, and you got God's presence with you, man, and you're walking, and you're embracing the presence of God. And this person that you're with, they're like, hey, put that down so we can, I can't go anywhere without this. This is God's gift to me. It's God's presence. It's God's boundaries. It's God's everything. And somebody says, yeah, but if you'll just move that, we can have a better relationship. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? There are people that will push your boundaries. What about a boss at work and says, you know what, if you're going to bring that stuff in here, you just might as well find another job. Take that invitation and find another job. I'm telling you, the presence of God is not just a box. It's not just a thing. It's life and death. I've lived without the presence of God before. I've lived without the gift. And I'm going to take it wherever I go. Whatever I do, it goes with me. And if it's not welcome, if God's presence is not welcome, then I don't need to be there. If you go to a party where somebody says, hey man, we're going to throw down, this is going to be awesome, just leave that outside. What do you say? I'm not supposed to be here. I don't go anywhere without the present, without the box, without the gift. I'm walking with God, I'm talking with God, and nobody and no thing is going to come between me and what God has gifted me and what God has shown me. If your presence does not go with us, then do not send us up from here.